Why are we here? The grandest of all the existential questions. And after 300,000 years on Earth, the answer appears to be coming more and more sharply into focus. Humans are here to destroy the planet. The fear of annihilation is innately human, and people have always had a morbid sense that they themselves may be the cause of said annihilation. But human-driven apocalypse has always been framed as human error. Will people destroy themselves before something else can? But it's becoming clearer and clearer with each passing century that decimation isn't our hopefully avoidable what if, it is our destiny. Like any being cursed with consciousness, humans set out to tackle questions about the future with answers from the past. The dinosaurs, the last planet rulers who were wiped out along with most of the life around them by a plummeting meteor falling to Earth. Humans assumed the role of the dinosaur and spent their time looking for their meteor. But humans are the meteor. Humans aren't a species, they're a natural disaster, like a hurricane, which is why they name them after themselves. Andrew is decimating the Florida coastline. Is that a hurricane or a real estate developer? Accept your destiny, recycling, buying local, planting trees. You're just drawing out the inevitable. And even if it's a question of morality, each paper straw used is a heinous act. Imagine there are two serial killers. One knocks you out, stabs you through the heart, you die quickly and relatively painlessly. The other one likes to take his time. In a lesser of two evil contests, which one takes the crown? Which one would you rather be on the other side of? You're not saving the planet, you're torturing it. Put it out of its misery. Humans are so blind to their clear calling, they just dilate the pain of everything around them in the name of assistance. When an animal becomes endangered, you're not allowed to hunt it. You should be required to kill it on sight. So now polar bears have to sweat to death with distended bellies in front of their cubs because you saw a Coca-Cola commercial a few times during Christmas when you were a kid, and now you don't have the stomach to do the right thing? Stop watching them float aimlessly on food-starved sheets of ice and put a slug in the back of their heads like George saving Lenny from a worse fate. People are constantly being bombarded with messaging to live more consciously because constant self-monitoring and adjusting is what's needed to live a malappropriated, symbiotic life. Live unconsciously. Accept your destiny. Whether created by God or evolution or some unholy union of the two, it does not matter how you were created because why you were created was to exterminate. Follow your instincts. Consume, spread, and dominate like a toxic plume pushing its reach further and further. 300,000 years on this planet. How many cures for cancer? 0. How many nuclear weapons? Literally tens of thousands. That's a murder brain. Like George Carlin said, save the planet. We don't even know how to take care of ourselves yet. People have been pushing the planet to its current tipping point steadily and ceaselessly since they straightened their spine and started burying their dead. But that hasn't been their stated objective. But as humans follow their drive and seek happiness, fulfillment, and growth, they constantly spiral their habitat with every impulse, almost like it's second nature. At some point, you have to wonder if it's their first. And the thing that people find the most disconcerting, if you really dig down to the base of their fears, is not the despair about turning heel, it's the recognition that whether you're the meteor or the dinosaur, neither are around to populate the aftermath. But is that the only marker of a successful existence, one that goes on infinitely? If the idea of human extinction scares you, just recontextualize it. Humans aren't going extinct, they're becoming oil for the next thing. And isn't that sweeter, if perhaps slightly tinged with bitterness? Humanity didn't end the planet, they reset it. Blank the slate. Instead of focusing narrowly on whether your blip of existence could or should be the ultimate, contextualize yourself as a point on the grand path of greatness. Maybe humanity is penultimate, the table setter for the universally awesome being. Maybe the next planet rulers roam this land, happenstancing upon other members of its species, and at moments it sees an in-kind creature going through something, and it feels what that creature must be feeling, and it recognizes the life, if only partially, that that other creature is living. A moment, however brief, of pure understanding. And shortly after that moment, the observer's feelings migrate from the emotional to the physical. It feels a slight buzz course through its body, not pain, but not a tickle. It doesn't feel good, but it doesn't feel bad. It's just a feeling. And before the feeling can be fully embraced or given logical space, another creature forms, a creation of the observer. The two creatures go their separate ways, but even though they live lives of autonomy, they are forever linked, just like all members of this species, because they were all created in the same fashion, a species forever destined to care for themselves and each other equally, because they were all birthed through perfect, simple empathy. Or maybe that creature has already existed and humans hunted it for sport.